January 10th here, Southern Ontario, Canada. So, this one really set me off when I discovered it last night, although I'll come to that in the end of the video because it has little to do with the content. This from the Federal Procurement Department, released by Public Service and Procurement Canada. Federal Procurement Department kind of sounds like Zig Heil Mafia. I do believe they've been around longer than Trudeau has, but I'm not certain about that. But anyways, official government memo. The proposal program to start in Prince Edward Island. Now that is Bill C21, the supposed buyback program. Now, first, a bit of background. Well, this came out on December 29th, when Parliament was closed. I'll come to that more in a moment. Now, the last thing I heard from Marco Mendicino, I have mistakenly called him Mendoza in the past, Marco Mendicino, our public safety minister. I'd feel safer if he was in Guantanamo Bay, thank you very much, but that's an aside. Just before Parliament closed, he had stated that it would be October of 2023 before this program was to start. And yet here is our official governmental memo released on December 29th, when again Parliament is closed. Now, I have said before, it's because Parliament's closed doesn't mean the regime of Trudeau, or the former Liberal Party of Canada, isn't at work furthering their agenda just because Parliament's closed. They're like rats, gnawing away on the foundations of our freedoms and our democracy in the dark of night. You know what I do? I live rurally, and you know what I do when the rats come in my house in the fall? I go on a campaign of total obliteration. Out come the traps and the poisons. Ugh. Anyways, I digress. So the program is to start, I guess, pretty well right away because there's no actual date. In Prince Edward Island, it starts with, quote from the memo, Phase 2 in the spring of 2023. Wow, it's January. February, March, what do you call spring? When's the first day of spring? Is that not in March? Late March? Anyways, the program, again, starting in Prince Edward Island, that's our smallest province here in Canada. And I think if I got the facts right, there's like 6,000 odd, I'm not sure if it's individuals or registered actual items under Bill C21. But here's the one of the scary parts of it, and I've mentioned this before because Mendicino has mentioned it. Potential industry partners, quote unquote, from the Federal Procurement Department memo. Potential industry partners. Now, I've said before, and I ask you again, comment, please. What color uniform are they going to be wearing? Because we know our police here in Canada on every level, municipal, provincial, and federal, have said, this is a bad idea. Yeah. This, you can see this on Epoch News, actually, is where I got it last night. And I believe that Blacklocks did the investigative journalism to dig this up. And if you go to Epoch News, they'll give you more details about, they're gonna working with their potential industry partners, whoever the hell they are. They're worried about safety, amongst other things. Yeah, okay, no doubt they are. But, well, that covers that. Now to a personal thing. I discipline myself that after dinner, I don't do any of my homework in the political content sense. I shut down for the day. Last evening, I had a nice prawn dinner, a gift from a local channel supporter. with a nice bottle of wine from a different channel supporter. After dinner, I chilled out with an old Ponderosa rerun, you know, the Cartwrights. Hardy folks, them Cartwrights, one of them gets pretty near shot in every episode and heals by the end. Fresh air, exercise, and hop sings cooking, I guess. But yeah, so anyways, I'm all chilled out. Everything's nice. I make the mistake of checking my inbox, and this is where I found this from Epoch News, this confiscation program in Prince Edward Island. Well, I guess I had an extra glass of wine. It set me off, and I filmed the video. It's a good thing I'm out of data. That's why I'm here at the library today, trying to get caught up on my vids. It's a good thing I didn't post that one. My usual gentlemanly decorum had gone awry in the video. Oh, I know what else I meant to say too. I was in a good mood, not only for a nice treat of a dinner and a glass of wine. The Celtic Canuck had commented. I'd asked her to check out one of my videos about Bill C21. And she'd commented back, good video. And I'd asked if she would pursue as well the digging into who else gets government funding besides the CBC. And she said that that was some good food for thought as well. And as I've said before, I'm a big fan of hers, so I was feeling flattered. And I'm also been picking up some subscribers of late after a steady decline. So a good evening went bad. Note to self, no homework after dinner. So yeah, keep an eye on this. Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what happens in Prince Edward Island, p.e.i. Yeah. Did I not say this? I've been saying for 2 years this was coming. Yeah, they're like rats, working away on the foundations of our democracy in the dark of night.